Hello, thank you for tuning into my video. I am Dee Dee Burkett and I am an intern here at CornerHouse. I am in a class called Integrative Health and Healing at Anoka Ramsey Community College, and this is part of my finishing up my internship is doing a self-care training for the volunteers here at CornerHouse. So what I'm going to do is go through my PowerPoint and hopefully you will enjoy it. Over the years, we have a pattern of behaviors that we learn growing up that can have a profound impact on our physical and emotional well-being. Some of those could be memories that get reinforced by negative experiences as young adults, and by adulthood we're formed in those behaviors and have built coping skills to deal with all of those experiences. Our emotional growth has been shaped by them, and sometimes we may even believe that we'll be that way for the rest of our lives. Part of the coming here to CornerHouse is finding out about vicarious trauma also, and that falls into that category sometimes. There is a personal cost to working with trauma, with children that have been traumatized. So what we're going to learn is about emotional freedom technique and some meditation. We're going to look at the overall wellness as we are as a person. So we're going to look at our emotional, spirituality, and nutrition as well. It's kind of the mind, body, spirit experience. And so what I'm going to help you with is talking about what EFT is and what it treats and the benefits of it, and along with meditation. A lifetime of carrying a burden of trauma takes a toll on the body, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Vicarious trauma is one of those things that helps fall into that experience. A research was done of 17,420 adults performed by a hospital chain, and the CDC, looking at adverse childhood experiences and disease. The author of the study said that the medical establishment likened the medical establishment to firefighters who direct their water at the smoke, which is the physical disease, while ignoring the flames underneath, which could be the unresolved emotional trauma. Our goal in this training is to help give you some tools to manage vicarious trauma and stress, to give you a place to feel safe and know that what you experience here we're here to help and listen, and it's kept confidential, and we're here to support each other. EFT, what it is. EFT is a powerful self-help method based in research in reducing the intensity of traumatic memories. EFT has ushered a whole new way of releasing emotional memories by tapping on acupuncture points. The clinical trials have shown that EFT is able to rapidly reduce the emotional impact of memories, incidents that trigger distress. EFT is sometimes called the acupuncture without needles because it's using the meridian lines for the Oriental medicine. EFT is part of a group of therapies called energy psychology because they are believed to affect the body's electromagnetic energy fields. So it's a whole new way of releasing emotional trauma that we may have. They've used it with soldiers for helping them with their PTSD, and they've had great success with that. A lot of research has gone into that. EFT is effective for helping with anxiety, whether it's to do with school performance, testing, sports performance, public speaking, food cravings, weight loss, PTSD, trauma, depression, and pain. One of my own experiences with EFT was through going through my class, and we did a EFT one night on food cravings, and I have not drank pop for over 5 years. It is something that I was a very heavy Mountain Dew drinker, and I was able to, I don't have a craving for Mountain Dew. I every once in a great while I will have a A&W root beer because it's just really good. But it's kind of one of those things. I grew up by an A&W root beer stand when I was growing up, so it's a fond memory. But it's not anything I drink on a regular basis, so I'm very happy with that. Some of the benefits of EFT are it reduces and removes distress from the body so it can rebalance itself and accelerate the healing process, helps reduce anxiety, eliminates food cravings, weight loss. It can clear emotional stress and trauma in the body. It can help reduce pain, and some use it for helping with abundance and success in like business and things like that as well. Actually, EFT can be used on anything, and you can try it on anything. The EFT technique itself is understanding the process, is just simply measuring the intensity of the emotions associated with the traumatic memory, then pairing the memory with a statement of self-acceptance, which I'm going to explain all of that, making it simple. When I show it to you, it'll all make sense. So the tapping sends a calming signal to your brain that tells your body that it's safe, and that's how it eliminates and processes it so that it takes you out of fight and flight, so that you're no longer, your body feels safe and you come out of fight or flight so you can process through what you're dealing with. So the signal of safety sent by our fingertips tells the brain stress machinery to disengage, is how they put it. So, ending. So that's simply what it does. The technique itself is you're going to look at what discomforts you. They call it the subjective units of discomfort or distress. You feel a problem and you kind of give it a number. So one of the examples is spiders. Okay, for me, spiders are, I've gotten over some things with spiders. I still don't like the idea of spiders crawling on me. So that would be a distressful thought for me. So you're looking at that would be the subject for me of discomfort, and you give it a number on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being no emotion, 10 being high emotion. And the key with EFT is you want to be close to the 10 when you start the EFT, so you want to think about what it is that's causing you distress. And then when you're thinking of that, then you have your setup statement, which is, even though I have, which is this fear of spiders crawling on me, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. That is your setup statement. So the psychological reversal refers to the concept that when your energies are blocked or reversed, you develop symptoms. So this is how we set that in place in order to open our energies. We do what's called the karate chop when we say our setup statements. So it would be tapping on your karate chop is this part of your hand, and you would be tapping on that with, even though I have this fear of spiders crawling on me, I deeply and completely accept and love myself. And you do that 3 times, and you take a deep breath. And then after that point, the EFT technique, the sequence then is you start the sequence. So after you do, even though I have this fear of spiders, I deeply and I completely love and accept myself. Then you're going to start tapping from the top of the head. So you're going to tap on the top of the head, then you're going to tap on your eyebrow, and the side of the eye, and under the eye, and under the nose, under the chin, under the collarbone, and under the arm. Some do the wrist, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to. So then it's, and then you want to emphasize your reminder statement. If your mind starts to wander when you're doing it, you're going to emphasize, I don't like when spiders crawl on me. I just don't like spiders. And you just intensify the feeling of, thinking about spiders crawling on me makes me just creepy crawly. So that's what you're doing while you're tapping. And then you do this 7 to 9 times until you kind of will feel if that has, you take a deep breath when you're done, and then you try to evaluate where your level is again. Is it a 0? Is it a 10? Is it still high, or is it in the middle? The goal is to bring it down to where you have nothing if you can. Sometimes it takes a little while, but as you keep doing it, it will keep calming the body down, and you'll be able to tell the difference. It's amazing how fast it works. It seems so simple. It just takes it right away. It works very well, and it works for lots of things. So you do the setup statement. You figure out what it is you're afraid of or what it is you're dealing with, whether it's trauma, whether it's food, whether it's whatever it is that you want to work on. And then you have your setup statement, and then you start with your karate chop, and then you do the technique from the top of the head to the eyebrow, to the outside of the eye, under the nose, the chin, the collarbone, and under the arm. And then you use your reminder phrase while you're doing it so that your mind doesn't wander. And then after 7 to 9 times, you take a deep breath and you just try to see where your level's at. That's basically how EFT works. It's simple, and you now have a powerful self-help tool that can effectively neutralize the sting of old memories, as well as help you get through bad current situations. One of the places you can go if you'd like to look more up and they show you videos is www.eftuniverse, all one word, .com, and they have lots of references there that can help you learn more about it. So that's our EFT. It's very simple. And if you have any questions, I'm here and I can help too. So. Thank you. And then we're going to do meditation next. We're going to talk about meditation. Meditation is a very powerful tool to help with lots of things. There are many different types of meditation. One of the meditations that I use a lot is called mindful meditation. It's one of the most powerful and alternative meditation techniques. Mindfulness meditation is one of the most important meditation types that help you learn a simple thing, to pay attention and be mindful. Whether you're driving in your car, whether you're whatever it is you're doing, you can always be very mindful of that moment. Smells, sounds, things like that are things that can help you be mindful. It helps keep you in the moment. It helps keep the mind from wandering when you have a lot of things going on, just kind of being present in the moment. That's a very powerful meditation that I like a lot. Other types of meditation, there's a mantra meditation. The word mantra comes from the root meaning of that which protects the mind. Mantra instrument is an instrument of thought, speech, or sacred text, or a prayer or a song of praise that you can use. So, it's just sitting quietly, and whether you're just going over a mantra in your head of whatever it is that helps bring you peace. So there's there's lots of videos on mantra meditations out there that are available, and there's a video on how they did one that we saw in class that was very good about the how the Jesus prayer, and it was just about saying the same prayer over again, and how it affected a whole community. So it was very interesting. We saw that in school. So that's a mantra meditation. Then we have moving meditations, which could be anything from Qigong to Tai Chi, walking a labyrinth, or even a walking meditation. A moving meditation is also sometimes called an active meditation, which entails entering a state of mindfulness while engaging in action. Shaking and dancing meditation is another one. A walking meditation is just taking a walk and being very mindful of your steps, being mindful of your body, where you feel things in your body as you're walking. That would be a walking meditation. Walking a labyrinth, I haven't actually done. I've seen a few labyrinths on where you can go walk on a labyrinth, so I haven't actually got to do one, but I think that would be very interesting. Qigong is something that is very kind of like Tai Chi. It is a moving of the hands and balancing of the body. And if you're interested in that, you can let me know. I have more information on that also. Moving meditations are very helpful when you're feeling antsy or you're feeling like you just need to do something. A moving meditation is very helpful in those situations. Another type of meditation is guided imagery. And guided imagery is a gentle but powerful technique that focuses and directs the imagination. So all of your senses are engaged, and it's called visualization or mental imagery. Guided imagery involves far more than just visual sense. Instead of imagery involves all the senses. So it talks about, there's many of them on YouTube. If you want to find guided imagery, you can find guided imagery on anything on YouTube. It's amazing. And it will help you. I use it a lot for at night for lying down, and you can do relaxation from, you start with at the top of your head, and walks you right through it all the way to your feet. Now it's like the body is so used to it that I don't stay awake usually for the whole thing. I get to a certain point and I'm out. So it is very helpful for sleep. It can be very helpful for just relaxing and other things like that. So it's very, very powerful, very useful. Some of the benefits of meditation is meditation prepares you to deal with stressful events. It affects genes that control the stress and immunity. It reduces the risk of heart disease and stroke. It reduces blood pressure. It can help reduce anxiety, pain, and fatigue. And mindful meditation decreases cellular level of inflammation. So these are all things that they're finding out and proving now, and with science, that's wonderful, that meditation can be so helpful. I would highly suggest trying it. One of the other things, a couple of the other things we're going to talk about is spiritual wellness. What is spiritual wellness? It's the way that you find meaning, hope, comfort, and inner peace for your life. And how is spirituality related to health? No one really knows, but however, it seems the body, mind, and spirit are connected. Some research shows that such thing as positive beliefs, comfort and strength gained from religion, meditation, prayer can contribute to a healing and a sense of well-being. It's kind of all connected somehow, and so whatever it is that brings you comfort, those kind of things will help you overall be well. ways to improve your spiritual wellness is volunteer work, community service, prayer, meditation, singing, nature walks. Nature walks can be very powerful. Anything connecting with nature can be very powerful too as far as spiritual well-being goes. Quiet time, just thinking, playing sports, reading, attending church. These are all ways that you can help your spiritual wellness. Emotional wellness is more than just handling stress. Believe it or not, it involves having a positive attitude, high self-esteem, a strong sense of who you are as a person, the ability to recognize and share a wide range of feelings with others in a constructive way. All are things that kind of show emotional wellness. Signs of emotional wellness are having an optimistic approach to life, expressing emotions appropriately, being able to adjust to change, coping with stress in a healthy way, and saying no when you need to and not feel guilty, to enjoy life despite its occasional disappointments and frustrations, always seeing the good side of things, kind of that glass is always half full, being able to relax, feeling good about who you are, and recognizing and accepting our feelings rather than denying them are all ways that are signs of somebody that's got good emotional well-being. And so if you're feeling out of sort in your emotions, you could try EFT, you can try meditation, and kind of help bring back the balance. The next thing we'll talk about is nutritional wellness. Nutrition is the right balance of real foods when possible. The medical definition of nutrition is the process of nutrition or being nourished, especially the process by which a living organism assimilates food and uses it for growth and replacement of tissues. The medical definition of wellness is the condition of good physical and mental health, especially when actively maintaining a proper diet and exercise and avoiding risky behaviors. In integrative health and healing, we like to think of food as medicine. There's a lot of information out there now on how different foods can help your body, helps reduce inflammation, things like that. Hippocrates said, let food be thy medicine. And Brendan Johnson said, nutrition is the only remedy that can bring full recovery and can be useful with any treatment. Remember, food is the best medicine. And it has, a lot less side effects. So, to recap, EFT, we have some handouts we'll have available for you to help you with the EFT that help you put everything in whatever symptoms and emotions and events you're dealing with, and then it will also help give you the pressure points again. It'll have a picture for you on that, and we'll have those handouts available for you if you'd like them. Thank you for tuning into this, and I hope that it helps, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you so much.